Okay, it's Math 7 plus class. Today we're going to talk about the percent equation, and our essential question for today is, can you use the percent equation? So our first question is, what is a percent? And a percent is just part of a whole, and it's always written as a number out of 100. So a percent is always out of 100. And you can have numbers greater than 100 out of 100. But a percent is always going to be a part of a whole, and it's a number out of 100. The percent equation, which I think that you learned last year, I'm not sure, is the percent out of 100, because it's always out of 100, equals the part over the whole. And the part is represented by is, the whole is represented by of. So, our first question. Oh, before we move on, notice that this is just a proportion, and these have to be equal to be correct. So, can you find part of a number? What number is 24% of 50? So 24% out of 100. And of 50, that's the whole. 50 is the whole. So to find what number is 24% of 50, we can do 24 times 50 divided by 100, and we get 12. And you may use a calculator on this particular assignment. The second question is, can you find a percent? 9.5 is what percent of 25? So here we're looking for our percent, which we don't know. And 9.5 is, and of 25. So is over of. So here I can do 9.5 times 100. 9.5 times 100 divided by 25. And that gives us 38. Now, the one thing I will caution you about is that this is a percent, so make sure you label it with a percent. You're going to have to read each question to know whether it's a percent or a number, and make sure you label it accordingly. 39 is 52% of what number? 52% out of 100. And then we have 39 is of what number? So our mystery number is down here. So here we'll do 39 times 100 divided by 52, and that gives us 75. And here we're just talking about a number, not a percent. Alright, so let's set up these last three. What number is 10% of 20? Of 20 tells me the 20 is on the denominator. So 10 times 20 is 200, divided by 100 is 2. 8 is 80% of what number? We can see clearly that that's going to be 10. And finally, the 3 is what percent of 600? So here we'll do 3 times 100 divided by 600, and that gives us 0.5% percent. Don't mind the children in the hallway. That's how loud you are going to and from enrichment, I'll have you know. Okay, let's try the next one. If your food total at American Hero is $27.50 and you are charged $1.65 tax, find the percent of sales tax on the food total. So I'm trying to find a percent of tax. And that percent of tax, whatever it was, got me $1.65 that I had to pay. And my total was $27.50. So my 100% or my total bill was $27.50 and my tax was $1.65. So to figure this one out, we'll do 165 times 100 divided by 27.50. And I got 6. So 6% sales tax. Find the amount of a 16% tip on the food total. So my food total again was $27.50, and this time I'm looking for a 16% tip. And now I want to know how much money that would be. So I have to do $27.50 times 16 divided by 100. And that gives me 4.4. Now, we can't leave our answer as 4.4 because we're talking about dollars here. And so that would be $4.40. Make sure you're writing your answer as a dollar and money amount, not just 4.4, because that doesn't make a lot of sense in the context of our problem. On the last one, find the amount of a 20% tip on the food total. Alright, well, we have 100% and we're looking for 20, and my food total is still $27.50. So I should end up with more than $4.40 on a 20% tip. I have $27.50 times 20 divided by 100, and I get 5.5. So my answer is going to be $5.50. Alright, there are 5 questions for you to do for homework. Remember, the percent equation is percent out of 100 is the part over the whole, which can be remembered by is over of. So you need to set up each of those 4 problems as a percent equation, as well as number 5 using the percent equation, and you shouldn't have any trouble doing those 5 problems. I hope you enjoyed your first video notes. Have a great night.